I think the Redskins kind of realized early on that there was going to be a strike and these games were going to count and they needed to put the best possible team on the field. Retrospect, looking at the history and everything that has gone on, you know, I might not have made that same decision had I had all the information that's now, you know, privy to me in terms of how people are trying to go after a job and what benefits they were trying to go after, and, you know, was I a deterrent or was I a hindrance to them being able to get those things? I was on the team prior to the strike occurring, and then was released and then was asked to come back when the strike occurred. We actually played 3 division games during the time of the strike. So division games are key in terms of being able to make the playoffs. And we had gone 3-0. You know, hindsight being 2020, at that point I really did not have a good grasp over union versus non-union. They made a movie out of it. That movie, The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, is loosely based off of the experience with the Redskins off of the strike. We would be driven up in a bus and eggs are getting thrown at the bus and players are trying to shake the bus. It was somewhat trying, you know, it was tense moments. You're keeping tabs on the negotiations, you know, are they close, are they not close? Did the talks break down, are they at the table? And pretty much the first 2 weeks, nothing was, you know, really moving. They were at a standstill. During the last week, during the third week, you started to hear rumblings of, well, more and more people are thinking about crossing the picket line, and so a deal probably needs to come pretty quickly. Prior to that last game, that Coach Gibbs pulled us all in and said, hey, you know, the strike is going to end. The vast majority of you will be let go, and, you know, hopefully another team picks you up, but you'll be let go from here. And so, you know, it's kind of the best of times and the worst of times. You know, for those moments, you are the Redskins. For those moments, you are the team that is representing, you know, Washington, D.C., that's representing the NFC East. We looked, you know, at one another and say, hey, we had done something very good. You know, we had won 3 games. We had set this team up for success, regardless of what the feeling on the go forward was going to be. We had done what we were told to go, what we got there to do. I think my piece was not only playing actively a role, but also in preparing those that actively played. It was kind of gatekeeper, if you look at it that way, for when the club came back. From that standpoint, I take pride in being the gatekeeper for the Washington Redskins at that time frame, which contributed to us being able to win a Super Bowl. I was there, you know, in the crowd, really taking in, you know, everything that goes along with the game. There's the euphoria of winning the game. The next step is, okay, I'm going to get a Super Bowl share, so I cannot wait for that check to come. And then when the check came, it was, okay, that chapter is over. Time to move on to the next thing. I was speaking with somebody that said they had no idea that I had played professional football. And I said, you know, but I think I tried to look at that as a credit to the individual. You know, I don't try to wear on my sleeve that I played professional athletics. I really don't wear on my sleeve that I went to an Ivy League institution. I'm more concerned with how people view me as a person.